You are welcome to UNMASC Lifestyle live stream. I hope everyone is doing great. Today we're going to be talking about healthy options. So, come on in and share it out. Welcome. So, yeah, it's healthy options today. Thank you all for coming. Today I'm going to be talking less because I want everybody to be part of this conversation. Hello, Jaden. You're so welcome to the live stream. Really appreciate your presence and support here. Sorry, I have to take out this one. Okay. Christian, hello, my dear. Christian Meranine, you're so welcome all the way from Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria. You're so welcome. Glad to have you here. So today our conversation today is going to be healthy options. It's all about healthy living, healthy lifestyle. We just want to, stay healthy to the best of our abilities, So yeah, the question is, if you have been in my live stream, we talk about healthy living and how we can improve ourselves, living healthy. So today, I thought we should just talk about options. We have so many options when you talk about healthy options. It all boils down to the choices you decide to make. So choosing healthy option have lots of benefits. I'm sure we all are aware of it. And it can help you lose weight as well. Although the focus is not on weight loss, but when you consistently make this choice of healthy option, then you get the benefit of even losing weight if that's what your goal is. So even also maintain your desire to lose weight, so that's what the healthy option can bring for you as well. It can also lower your cholesterol. The cholesterol is a big deal. Everybody talk about it, So because if you want to stay healthy, the doctors will tell you that you need to reduce your cholesterol. 2 types of cholesterol, the bad one and the good one. So when you consistently choose the healthy lifestyle, choose the healthy options, then somehow it's going to help and impact your cholesterol level. The good one, because that's the one you want. You want your good cholesterol level to be in a balanced state. And when this happens, then it can prevent certain health conditions. And when you talk about those health conditions, people talk about cancer. Last week we were talking about cancer awareness because hello, Kene Ufandu, my husband, You're so welcome to this live stream. Really appreciate your presence here, your support. Really appreciate it. Thank you for coming. Yeah. So yes, when we talk about the healthy options, I always recommend that if you can go to my channel and look at some of the videos there, definitely there will be something that would interest you in the video, or you can choose, you can mix and match. Just look at the channel and see some of the healthy things that I have there. I have lots of smoothies and different things that you can explore. So explore that and see what you get out of it. You can always send a message in. The email address is unmasclifestyle@gmail.com. You can send a message in, or you can leave a comment in the section, and definitely we'll get back to you. Uju Sam Chris, you're so welcome to the live stream. Yes, hello everyone. Good evening. Rose Uzoma TV, you are so welcome. Yes, I didn't even realize it was you. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you so much for coming and for the support. Really appreciate it. So we're talking healthy options. So in general, a healthy habit, actually, healthy diet, actually is the option. That's when you choose healthy diet that can actually keep your body running smoothly when you decide to make that choice. Hope you're doing great. Yes, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for coming. So it is important to learn how to make healthy food choices, because that is the best way to get, your body up and going, smoothly without, not that there won't be glitches, there will be glitches, but at least you're on the right path. Because the choices you make about what you take into your system matter a lot. We all have different needs based on our gender, our age, the activity level that we apply in our lives, But I tell you that the healthy conditions can play a role as well. Irrespective of your gender, your age, whatever, when you keep yourself active, all of this play a role in how you feel and how your body reacts to things. And that includes if you aspire or you need to lose weight. We talked about weight loss. In as much as this channel is not about weight loss, but as you continue, as I've said, to stay committed to healthy options, healthy choices with respect to food, all of your healthy habits, at the end of the day, you might actually achieve the goal of weight loss. So it may be necessary, that is if your goal is really to lose weight, and let's say you're worried about maybe genetic disease, or you're worried about certain diseases, or if you're worried about your health, I totally would recommend that you talk to your doctor, because that would be the best option for you, so that the doctor can actually guide you through the best part, so you know that you're taking care of yourself. Amen. Nsidi Bay, you are so welcome to the live stream. Thank you. Very glad to have you here. Amen. You're welcome. So we're talking healthy options. Healthy options. It is not weight loss. The healthy options, as we're saying, actually could lead you to, depending on what you decide to choose, could lead you to weight loss. So, because I know at the end of the day, everybody want to lose weight, but I have a question while we are all here talking about this before I continue. The question I want to ask you guys today is, do you want to, my question is, can I eat what I want because I am thin? What do you guys think about it? Can you eat whatever you want because you feel I'm thin, I'm skinny, I'm unstoppable, then you can just knock yourself out? So my question is, if you guys can give me your actually I need to show you guys here as you come in. Yeah. So can you eat what you want because you're thin? Do you think you can eat what you want because you're thin? Let's see what because today I don't plan to talk, just be me talking. I want us to all brainstorm on this so that we can share experiences that we have with respect to healthy options, the choices that we make for our well-being. So I'm just, let's see. Okay, Uza Sam, you said no. So why? Why do you say no? Because sometimes being slim doesn't mean one is healthy. Exactly. Yes, I believe that. Yes. Yes. Yeah, being slim doesn't mean that you can eat whatever you want, because we all have to think about it. We've seen very skinny people get into very, life diseases like diabetes, like, people get heart attack, and you wonder why, and they look healthy. I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm just trying to manage all of this. Rose, you're so welcome. You're welcome. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you for coming to the stream. So the question that we have now is, can I eat what I want because I am thin, or because I feel I'm skinny? Can I eat what I want because of that? Or do I have to consistently make a healthy choice? I want to see what everybody has to say on this. If you have any experience to share, that would be great, so everybody can benefit from this conversation today. Yeah. Yes, Rose, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for coming. I'm doing great. Yeah, so since if we don't have any more contribution to that, so like I was saying, healthy conditions can play a great role as, for us when we make the right choices, when we make healthy choices. Yeah, Father Kemi, you're so welcome. You're welcome to the live stream. Very glad to have you here. So we had a question before you came. The question was, can I eat what I want because I am thin, or because I am slim? I can just eat what I want. So the question is, what do you think? We want people to contribute. Today, I'm not the only one talking. I want all of us to talk about it. Yeah, hi, ma'am. Hey, ma'am, Father Kemi, that's so cool. That's cool. Yeah. So, okay. So as you all may know, when you look at my, people say, oh, you do just smoothies. Whatever you see on my on my channel, you can actually cook it or just eat it. But I, decided that I know smoothies are very easy for us. And, when food is blended, they tend to, digest faster and get into the bloodstream faster as well, and because people have such busy lives, it's so easier for you to take a smoothie. You can blend it the night before and just take it with you. It's faster and all of that. And then you can also cook it if you want when you have time. So, like we all know that fruits and vegetables are natural products. That's especially if you are buying the ones that you know how they grow them, because these days we have to be very careful on the produce that we buy. So they are naturally and they are low in fat. We know that fruits and vegetables are low in fat. So when we decide to eat more of those fruits and vegetables, we're actually making great options, great choices for ourselves. So, and the fruits and vegetables actually provide flavor and variety to our diet. They're great additions. They have natural flavors. They also contain necessary fiber, vitamins and minerals, fruits and vegetables. We're not talking about meat today. We're not talking about meat is good, fish is good, everything is good. But I'm just wanting to focus on fruits and vegetables today. Fadikemi, okay, yeah. But to get balance, we have to eat everything, actually. The last time in one of the live streams, we were talking about if you go on dieting for, let's say you go dieting for 3 months, think about it. How many years do you have to live in this planet, on Earth? And then you diet for 3 months. And then maybe as you diet, you're not eating. There are so many things you're not supposed to eat. You can't eat that. You can't eat this. You can't eat that. So how long are you going to run away from things that are made for us to eat? And as you diet, you crave like hell for those things that actually I've seen a lot of people after they diet, they end up eating so much more of those things that they have deprived themselves from eating for 3 months. Then you knock yourself out by overeating those things. And then what happens? Then you start adding unnecessary weight. But if you intentionally make that decision to gradually work on this part of, making the best choices, what happens is it becomes a part of you. Becomes a part of you. So we're talking fruit and vegetables, So try to add, like I always say to people, try not to add unnecessary fats to your vegetables and fruits. Sometimes when we want to have, we call it fruit salad, then we put a lot of cream in it, a lot of that in it. You could be eating the same thing with somebody else, but the way you prepare it go a long way on how it affects your body system. So the way you produce your food, the way you cook it also can be beneficial for you. So try not to add a lot of fats to it. Let's say you're having some vegetables and then you're making this vegetable with margarine, butter, mayonnaise. Not that you're not going to eat these things, but at least minimally. They shouldn't be like the biggest factor in anything that you're eating. Like you're going to add a lot of this and load them up with fat. That means the vegetable is even overtaken by all of this fat, and even sour cream. Sour cream. We can have these things, but don't use them to poison your fruits and vegetables. You know, you can have them once in a while, but very little quantity. But I have people that when they want to make this, you see the margarine is like half of it in one little food, then the aim of having those fruits and vegetables is all defeated because of the way you prepare them. You can substitute this with like, using things like yogurt, healthy oil, talk about any kind of oil actually, even if let's say you don't want to spend your money, but because we all are different, some people depend is all priority where you want to spend your money, but healthy oils like olive oil, coconut oil, all of this oil, and then don't fry the oil because once you start frying those oil, then you're losing all the nutrients in the oil. When some people you want to make the stew or something, then the oil is roasting, like the oil is flaming like you're going to set the house on fire. I know there's a flavor that comes when the oil is really hot and piping hot. So when you put the onions, the whole house is like, ooh, oozing and everything is going crazy. But then the oil has no value once you start heating them up. Actually, one of the oils that you can heat up, even it's not even advisable, it's like coconut oil. It's like one of those oil that can go beyond 100 degrees centigrade. But your olive oil, if you're using olive oil and you're making one of those stews or sauce, and then you allow the olive oil to heat up and then piping hot before you put the food, then the nutrients in the oil is gone. You're not even supposed to fry that olive oil. You're supposed to just cook it, just put it in the food. So think about that. We can use things like herbs instead of using all the butter, the margarine, the sour cream. We can substitute them and use herbs, healthy oil, seasonings instead, and all of that. So that's I don't know if anybody has anything to add so far to this. Any additions? Let's see. I don't know if anybody has anything to add. Okay. So the other thing that I want to talk about is being healthy is more than a diet, Being healthy is just more than the diet. I'm sure we all know that. What about red meat? Yes, okay. Red meat, this something is a bit slow. Chisel. There's nothing wrong with red meat. We talk about moderation. The dietitians will tell you that fish is the best thing, but they've never said you shouldn't eat meat. We just have to eat different things because meat has its own nutrient that it gives you. So red meat is good. There's nothing wrong in it. But if, depending on how you prepare it as well, and then you don't want to just be eating red meat all the time, you want to mix it with vegetables and just to get a balance, But I don't know if anybody in the chat want to add anything on this, the red meat question. Who is here? Is everybody still here or we're all gone? Let me see. We have 7. Please give me a thumbs up if you're here. Give the chat, the live, a thumbs up. Oh, Kate, Kitchen, and more. Thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate your presence here. Thank you so much for coming. Frying eggs, how healthy is it? Yeah. Kate's Kitchen and More, thanks so much for coming. Wow. Yeah. Those are some frying eggs, how healthy. There's nothing wrong. It's, omelette. It depends. Like I was just talking about the oil, you know. Yeah, thank you, Kate's Kitchen and More. Thank you so much. Let me just show her a little bit, and then who's awesome? We're gonna get to that question right now. Kate's Kitchen, yes, yes. Thank you for coming. Really appreciate it. Give thumbs up to the live stream if you're here, so we can get some of the thumbs up going. If you've not given the thumbs up, I know we all forget the thumbs up, but we need it as well for the stream. Yeah. Kate, thank you for coming. So frying eggs, how healthy? Like I just said, there's nothing wrong in frying eggs. I was just talking about the oil. Sometimes when people want to cook, you just put that oil and it's frying. You just want to put your oil and just make the eggs. You don't want to put the oil to fry and then it just takes away all the nutrients from it. Just give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. So we're talking about frying eggs. So I don't know if anybody has anything else to add to that. What do you all think about frying eggs? There's nothing wrong in frying eggs, just how you prepare the oil, as far as I know. Because I like fried eggs as well. But I wouldn't put my oil in the pan and let it cook at all. I'll just put my oil and put the eggs, or put whatever I'm going to put to it, So I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Thumbs up, done. Thank you, Kate. Kitchen and More. Really appreciate your presence. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think all the food is made for us to consume, but we have to kind of pay attention the way we prepare the food. I think the way we prepare the food go a very long way to the nutrients that we get out of it. Because you could be having vegetables with somebody else and the way they prepare the vegetables, and that's because I normally use olive oil to fry my eggs, yes. Yes, and that's the best. I use olive oil as well. I love the olive oil. But just when you put it in the pan and then fry it, cook the oil to, because some people want the oil to kind of get heated up before you add the food to it. Because there's certain flavor that the oil would give when it's, when you let it fry a little bit more. But we have to choose between the flavor and the nutrient. I think those are the options that we have to decide. Do we want to fry the oil and kill the nutrient, especially the olive oil? The olive oil kind of loses the nutrients so fast once you fry it. So I use olive oil for my eggs as well, but I try my best not to fry it at all. Sometimes I even, like, if I'm doing the onions, I would actually put or sometimes I could even put my onions in the empty pan, just then I can put my oil, later. Yeah. Just to make sure you still have some nutrient, or even if you fry it, you can actually maybe just put the olive oil on the eggs later, so you know that at least you're getting the nutrient from it. Yeah. So Is it healthy eating my vegetables after days of? Why not? Of course. That's why we have the refrigerator to keep it, because we can't be going to the store every minute. The vegetable, there's nothing wrong in that. I think the main thing is to know that at least when we go to the store, if it's possible to know what vegetables we are buying, because these days we're not even sure what they sell to us. If they've removed all the vitamins, and that's why science is actually recommending that we take multivitamins as well, because unless you're really eating organic food, you may never know if you're getting enough nutrients. So, Fadekemi, you're talking about wash hands. What do you mean? Wash hands. What do you mean, Fadekemi? So we get to it. If you don't mind, tell me what you mean. Is it healthy to eat? Yeah, we've talked about this. Yeah, we all keep the food in the fridge. There's nothing wrong with it. Because even when they move, they ship the food. Some of the food, as they transport them, they actually freeze them, just to make sure that is all kept well. And even the frozen vegetables, those frozen peas and corns, they are so healthy as well. They're frozen and they're still very good. So there's nothing wrong with. Oh, you mean cooked veggies? Cooked veggies. Okay. Cooked veggies. I mean cooked veggies. Of course, yeah. Why not? Those are leftovers. There's nothing wrong in them. But don't overcook them the first time, actually. Don't even overcook them, because when you overcook the vegetables, you try to cook them so they're still green, and then don't cook them with water. Just cook them on very low heat. It's like a steam, steaming it up. You just cover it, or if you're doing it in microwave, don't add water to it. You can just make sure it's moist, and then you do it in the microwave, and then just don't overdo it, so that you keep some of the nutrients in it. Yeah. So Fadekemi, I don't know what you mean by wash hands. Yeah. Okay. So we just yeah, we've talked about that. So what I wanted to say, the other thing I want to say is that I was saying it already, that being healthy is more than a diet, actually. It is a lifestyle, because it's an intentional decision that you want to stay healthy, because it's not really something you do for 1 week and you decide, okay. It's not like dieting for 3 months, or going on a healthy, those healthy things that we do after every New Year. We're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose 10 pounds or 50 pounds. I'm going to just diet, Then so what? Then you diet in January and February, and then what happens? Then the rest of your 10 months, what happens to those 10 months? So, but when you make those healthy options, then you want to stay consistent. Just like anything in life, you want to stay consistent, and consistency is actually what would help you to get the benefit from it. Word and Music 2020. Hello, and you are welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming. Really appreciate your support and presence here. So we're talking healthy options, and we're talking what are healthy options. So I was just saying that being healthy is not just diet. It's more than the diet, because it's a decision that you have to make. It becomes a lifestyle. And lifestyle is not something you do for 1 week or 2 months or 3 months and then you quit. Because when you quit, you're just going to see yourself go back to square one. And that's what you really want to avoid. That's why you want to gradually take on things that are sustainable. Do things that are sustainable, things that you can maintain, so you're not even overwhelmed. Like, tell me, how can you just live life and you cannot eat anything? It's different when, that's why, like I always say, the reason why we want to make those choices is because we want to prevent certain ailments from coming our way. Because when you become a victim of any of the ailments, like if you get a heart a diabetes, but diabetes is the big one that we always reference to. Let's say you get diabetes, and now once you get diabetes, the doctor is going to tell you cannot eat this, you cannot eat that, you cannot do this, and then you're stuck with those recommendations. But when you look at all the healthy options and decide I'm going to choose that, then it becomes a lifestyle. So now you're progressing because you're staying committed to this. And when you stay committed to it, you are going to get all the benefits. Because the benefit is that you're making the right choices, it becomes your lifestyle. It's not easy, but as you get used to, as you continue to do it, then it's becoming a part of you, that sometimes when you see certain food, you're like, you don't even have the appetite for it. So that is what we're trying to do. We're trying to slowly walk baby steps until we all can get to that place where choosing the bad, all those bad options would just be things we do once in a while, and things you do once in a while, to maybe if you feel like, maybe once a week, I just want to, spoil myself a little bit. If you really crave those things, you can just have little portions of it. But then most of the time, your choices will be the beneficial choices, which is the healthy living, fruits, vegetables, meat, everything you eat, but with balance, So that's what I mean. I don't know if anybody has anything to add to this. Do you have anything you want to recommend for healthy additions? What can be the options for us? So when you commit to a healthy lifestyle, you can reduce certain conditions, like I said. If you're worried though, let's say you're worried about certain diseases, I would recommend that you speak to your family doctor. It's so important. If you feel worried and you're concerned, then as you continue to eat healthy, talk to your physician so that they can run those tests. I don't know if any of you listened to last week when we had the cancer awareness. We had the director of nursing from Johns Hopkins talk to us about, breast cancer awareness. She talked about healthy living, healthy lifestyle, healthy, it was part of the conversation. The food we eat play a big role in how we feel, play a big role in our health, So yeah. So when we commit to a healthy lifestyle, then, we get used to it and it becomes a part of us. And at the end of the day, we're going to reap all the benefits that this lifestyle would give us. It's not an easy thing to, once in a while, you feel like ice cream. I take ice cream myself once in a while, once like very small portion, because it's not really my forte. But if you like a lot of sweet things, I think you can gradually, start easing off these things. Is it healthy defrosting or cooking food with microwave, like soups and stew? A lot of people talk about, I even have a brother that always talk about microwave being poison and all of that kind of things. Um, I microwave. It just depends on how scared you are about things. It's so many conspiracy theories on all of these things. Um, I try to cover my food when I warm it up in the microwave. You know, I try to cover it, but I like to cook a lot on the stove. But if I have to warm up, I make sure that it's covered. Always cover it so that those rays that they're talking about, who knows? We just have to do our best. But always cover your food in the microwave. I know some people cover the food in the microwave just so that it doesn't splash all over the microwave, and then you're cleaning it every minute. At the same time, you're being clean in the microwave, and also I think you're protecting your food from those direct rays going into it. But defrosting the food, in my opinion, I don't think it makes a big difference. Whether you directly put your food in the microwave or in the pot and just cook it, or you defrost it. I know there were talks about, defrost it first, but in my opinion, I don't think it makes a difference. Provided you're not letting the food, sometimes maybe you forget, you bring out the food, especially when it's vegetable, then you leave it out there and then everything drains out and then it's soggy. At that point, I'm not sure if you're losing content, but apart from that, because you're still going to either you rinse it, some people will bring out that vegetable and then rinse it off with water, or you can just bring it out and just put it in the microwave or in the pot. But the main thing is that you don't cook it with water. Like, just try your best to avoid cooking your vegetable with any kind of water at all. If you like salt a lot, you can put a layer of salt, but most of these vegetables already have salt, natural salt in them. But you can add a little salt. We talked about additions that you can do instead of doing like margarine, butter, mayonnaise. You can do all of that, but let it be those things that you do once in a while. It's not like your lifestyle to just choke yourself with margarine and butter. They really taste better in the food, though. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. They really taste better, but when you think healthy lifestyle, you want to start making, decisions based on what benefit am I going to get from this food. When you start thinking about food as your medicine, is actually going to be one of the next topic that we're going to talk about. Food and medicine. Do you choose food or medicine? So when you start eating food and thinking, what is in this food? What is it going to give me? What's the best way to prepare this food so that you can maximize the benefit that you get from the food? You will be shocked how you see you can start making a U-turn from the foods that you used to love. So Kate's Kitchen and More. Uju Sam, is it okay? Are you okay with the answer, or I don't know if anybody else has any addition to this. Is it healthy defrosting or your cooked food with microwave, like soups or stew? It's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, provided you cover it, in my opinion. Yeah. So Kate's Kitchen and More. Okay. Thank you, Zosam. Kate's Kitchen and More, you said the only thing I know is don't refreeze. Okay. Any food that you have already defrosted. Okay. That's a good point. That's a great point, actually. I like that point. Yeah. Like you defrost it and then you don't want to use it anymore, then you put it back in the freezer. Yeah. That's a really good point. Thank you for pointing that out. That's a good point. Yes. So that's So, like I talked about, if try to make little changes because it's all going to be baby steps. If this is, you know, because of all the diseases because now people will go for tests. I'm sure people always went for tests, but when you talk about, if I give an example with like a place like Nigeria, where everything that happened to people is like somebody else is doing it to them. And people don't even take time to go to the hospital to find out what is going on. Everything, is like somebody, your neighbor is killing you, or somebody is doing this, and just conspiracy, and people then do not want to be cautious and take care of themselves because they're always looking behind their shoulders and thinking somebody's killing them, you know. But I always say also that when people live like that, that means maybe they're also killing people. But I think people need to pay attention and check out, go to the hospital and make right choices, small changes. It's all baby steps. We can go from this and just gradually, then you start picking up the habit because we all are different and we make different decisions and we have different tastes, you know. There are people that don't even like to eat anything sweet because their body don't even feel like it. And even when you decide to live a healthy lifestyle, you see that you kind of start losing appetite for those things that you feel they're not healthy for you. You start losing appetite for them. They don't become they become less priority for you. But it's all little changes. We have to gradually, intentionally decide that this is what I want to do. And I'm sure as we make that choice to kind of make a little twist, a little change in our lifestyle, you will be shocked how a lot of things will change and become different for you. Healthy lifestyle is not something that you do in 3 months. It's not something you do for 6 months. It's just like it says lifestyle. That means forever. That's why you want to do things that you can sustain. You can't just go and say, I'm not going to eat meat anymore. Can you sustain that? Can you, then this generation would say, oh, I'm a vegan. Okay, sure, great. How long are you going to be that? Are you willing to be that because as soon as you deprive yourself of something, you'll be shocked how much you want to have that thing when you are off depriving yourself, So that's why balance is the best thing. To look at what you're eating, make all the right choices, look at all the different kinds of food that you can eat, Look at all of the different things. Look at what are the healthy food, what are the monosaturated fats, what are the, think about food as, I'm not really a calorie counter. I don't count calories. I'm more about, but if you are a calorie counter, there's nothing wrong in that. You can count your calories as you go and make sure you're taking the right quantity of calories. I'm not just a calorie counter. So I'm more focused on what is healthy. How do I prepare my food? Because that I know I can sustain. And I think it's easier for people to sustain that. It's not everybody that want to be calculating calories. But if you are into calorie calculating, it is actually wonderful if you can keep that up. So that's that. So because your doctor, I was talking about, I think I was interrupted when I had to say hi to somebody. I was talking about what your doctor, if you're feeling worried about your health, that the best option would be to go to your doctor and talk to your family doctor and say, I'm feeling worried about this and that. There must be a reason why you feel worried. Either your body is telling you something, because you are the one that know your body, and you know when your body feels differently from how it always feels. So then you go to your doctor and talk to them, and you know. So when we talk about healthy options, it's not just food, but food is like 80% of the healthy part of our lives. So that's why I like to talk about food, because food is something that brings all of us together. Food has no language. Once the food is appetizing, delicious, or healthy, you don't even know if it's healthy until you know everything that it contains. Actually, I was watching Kate Kitchen and More. She did this. I watched one of her videos. She did, I think it's the pumpkin soup. And I'm like, wow, that was so good, Like when you look at the way she made that pumpkin soup, it was really healthy. So you can see, if you were there when she prepared it, then you would actually know that it was healthy. Because that soup, I don't think I saw her put any cream in it. Because most times when people make pumpkin soup, they add so much cream that the cream is overtaking everything. But when you look at it, you don't even need any cream when you put all those spices. But I talked about changing out cream for, using healthy oils, using herbs, spices, and then you'll be shocked. There's a video that I'm going to make that is coming soon. Maybe I'm still thinking if I should leave it for next year or release it now. But it's going to be on healthy, all the different products. I already saw them out so that I can showcase them in the video, so people would see all the different very healthy healthy options that we can actually begin to add into our meals, and the food still tastes so good. I have the pumpkin soup, the squash soup. I called mine was a butternut. Mine was straightforward, straight. It wasn't nothing added to it. It was just, you can add coconut oil, you can add olive oil in it, But when I saw that kid's one, I'm like, I like that one. I love it too. It had even more things. Chicken was in it, had everything in it. So when you see that soup, and pumpkin soup, like I was just saying, they add so much cream in it. After they make it, they put so much cream. The soup is already on its own, naturally sweet, delicious, and healthy. Why do you want to ruin it with cream? Why do you want to add cream to it? So, but it's all different choices. Once in a while, it's good. You can add cream. You can add cream once in a while. But if every time you have to eat everything, you load them up with cream, then I don't know. It's all our different choices that we have to make. So I don't know if anybody has anything to add. I said today I'm not going to be talking all by myself, There was this other live stream that I had, and we had so much conversation. I was anticipating that for today. Yeah. So I don't know if anybody has any suggestion for what can be an option, a healthy option for us that we can all look at and see if we want to incorporate it into our lives. If we can, if anybody has any additions for healthy thing that we can incorporate into our living. Okay. So healthy, what are other healthy things that is not food? I want it to be more interactive. I don't know if I know I have 700 amazing people in the house. Um, 700 or 7,000 amazing people in the house. If you guys can actually contribute, that would be great. What are other options that is not food that we can add to our diet? Other options that we can add to, we can make healthy option. What are other healthy options that we can incorporate? Let's brainstorm on this one. Is anyone there? Who is there? Who is there? Am I here by myself now? Okay, so I'll just keep talking. I guess it will. Um, can somebody give me a thumbs up if I'm not here by myself? Okay. Okay, so let me just keep saying this. I don't know. Um, is there anyone there or? Is there anyone here? So next week I'm not here. Next week I will not be doing the live stream next week, but the following week I'm going to be here. So I'm sure this is November. People are beginning to shop for the season. So, but I'm not going to be here next week. So there will be no Tuesday live stream for me next week. So yeah, we just have to continue to do our best in making the right choices, trying to take control of our health by creating and making choices that would benefit us in the long run. Because the choices we make today will benefit tomorrow. It's not some instantaneous outcomes that we get out of these options. They are actually long-term benefits. But it's something that we have to, be consistent at and continue to do it because we know that at the end of the day, we're going to benefit from it. So, the other healthy options that we want to talk about today is yeah, the other healthy options we want to talk about today is incorporating the exercise activities in our lives. We want to also talk about having the right people in our lives because that is so important. In as much as food is like 80%, our environment can, also be like toxin for us. So having the right people in our lives can also help us to be strong as well as we make all of these healthy choices for ourselves, you know. So those are the options that we want to navigate today. I was hoping that we all can brainstorm on this and talk about it, but I'm not sure if there's anybody here or not. So, because nobody is responding, but I see I have 10 people, 10 amazing people actually are here watching this. Yeah. Yeah. So today I'm not going to be long. I'll just be ending very soon. Yeah. So yeah, making sure that we some of our options are how we choose the people that we have around us, building relationships with in our families and friends so that they can support us because to live a healthy lifestyle. Oh, I didn't miss much. No, you didn't miss much. Who's awesome? You didn't miss much. I don't think we still have people in the house. And today I'm actually going to close early. I'm not going to stay long today. No, you didn't miss anything. We've not talked about much. I was just talking about the healthy options that I wanted to talk about today. Also, apart from food, was kind of activities that we incorporate because it's not just food. We have to also move. We have to also move our bodies and get a little bit more active. Go outside, get some fresh air. You know, like Uzo-san, I know you have a baby. You can like when I had kids, what I did was when the older ones go to school, you can actually just take this baby and go to the park, even though she's really a baby, just to give her that early morning sunlight and fresh air, and then you too, you get stronger, you know. Because otherwise, if you just drop off those babies and come back home, you will see that you will never get a break. So the break will be that time that you decide, you know what, I'm just going to take this baby and go. I have a question for you. Yeah, go for it. Oh, Kate, I don't think Kate is here actually. It's awesome. You know, I don't think but ask her the question. Maybe she can hear you. Is she here? I think she was busy. I have a question. Ask the question. I don't know if she stayed or if she left because I was trying to see who was still in the house, but nobody responded. Yeah, maybe she left. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. So Uzosam, Kate is actually one person that you can. I don't know about getting the cakes, but I understand that she can help a lot with ours. So I joined her family. She's monetized now. So I joined her last week, I think. Yeah, last week. I joined her last week. I was going to talk to you about it, to but I know that because my hours are really very low. So I joined her, and I think I've seen a drastic change because I don't think we can actually be watching ourselves. I don't think it records if we watch ourselves. I don't know, but um, I can only watch other people. I don't watch myself. So yeah, Uzosam, are you here? Ujusam, Ujusam. Is it Ujusam? Ujusam or Ujusam? What is your own? Is it Ujusam? Yeah. Yeah, so I'll be ending soon. Ujusam. Thank you so much for hanging around to support this stream. So I was saying that next week I'm not here. I'm not going to be doing the stream next week. Can you hear me, Ujusam? Can you hear me? Are you here or you're out? Okay. Okay. So I'm going to call it off till in 2 weeks we come back again. In 2 weeks we're going to be talking about food or meds. So let's call it a day. Thank you all for coming, and you all have a blessed week ahead. I really appreciate all your support, supporting me and supporting this channel as well. Thank you all so much. And we shall call it a day right now. Bye for now. Stay blessed. Oh, you're here. Oh, Christian, you're still here. I thought you left. It was a splendid session. I enjoyed every bit. Okay, thank you. I guess you were busy. Thank you so much, and stay blessed as well. So call it off for today. Yeah. Okay. So have a good night. God bless. Bye for now.